Five, four, three, two.
Welcome to I don't know why I just opened that way. Welcome to another episode of TigerBelly. This is quarantine day number 3,643,902, a long time, everybody. I think the quarantine is going to be over soon. I can feel it. It's going to be disastrous, but I'm glad that we're here together as a family unit. And I have my beautiful girlfriend Khalyla next to me. She's going to be in the new B-52's Filipino version with her haircut. I love it. It's
What's a B-52?
They were a band.
I know Love Shack, but I'm saying what was their
the
look?
girls always had like the little buns on their heads.
Like a bouffant?
Yeah, it's like there's like a beekeeper, like you have a beehive on your. I like it.
It's not a beehive. It's just regular hair.
Well, you know what, babe? What you did the other night to me, I'm gonna get revenge on you, baby.
What happened?
Wasn't even intentional. He scared himself.
No. So last night, okay, it's like 2, 3 in the morning, and you know, Papa likes to go outside and relax. You know, I was a born relaxer. Ever since I was a baby, I just enjoyed just chilling. You know what I mean? I like naps. I like sleepy time at night. I also like closing my eyes and daydreamings. You know, I like it all. I don't like my body isn't, you know, physical, and I have to do physical things. I don't enjoy it as much. You know, like Peloton. But
We're trying to get a Peloton sponsorship. Please say you like some movement.
I do. Would I not Peloton every night, baby?
You do.
Okay,
You do every night.
But you know, the other night Papa is doing relaxations. You know.
Yeah.
The way he was made to do. You know. So I'm laying outside. I'm smoking my cigarette, and you know, during Papa's relaxations at 2, 3 in the morning out in the backyard, I like to listen to music.
Sadcore.
Some sadcore music. You know what I mean. I like to get deep, depressed. You know what I mean, and have a cigarette, and just ponder about our life predicaments and whatnot.
I have a question. When you like a song that makes you sad, is it the melody, the lyrics, or the combination of both?
I generally don't know what any song is about.
I realize that.
Yeah. So yeah, I generally don't. I've never like listened to a song and go, I relate to that song, through lyrically, because even if I do understand it, you know what I mean. When they say stuff like "Let me be go" or whatever, I don't understand it. Not that there was a song like that, but let me be there.
Let me be go.
But so I'm outside, right, relaxing, just listen to my "Let me be go" and listen to my music, and it's pitch black out, cigarettes, and I don't think anybody is outside because no one is supposed to be outside. It's my time to relax, and so I'm smoking this and that. And all of a sudden, I see the silhouette of a ghost.
What?
Yes. But this ghost happened to be holding an animal.
Okay.
Right? So I go, ah! That's right. I go, and then my cigarette flies.
Slow motion?
Like the Matrix.
Slow motion, yeah.
All I could see in the dark, honestly, was like fireworks went off in his face.
It hits the top of my forehead.
It just flicks every single part of his face.
Like fucking 4th of July in front of my face, right?
And onto his chest.
Onto my chest. I literally could have died. I looked like Ghost Rider for a second. Just, And I was so scared. And I looked at and Khalyla was there with the dog, right? It's like, hey, bitch, how about a little hand? Like, I'm here, I'm outside.
I didn't know that he had his AirPods on, so I went out and I had to pee Remy because Remy needed to pee. So Remy's old, so I carried him and I put him in the grass, and I waved at him. I was like, hey, babe. I didn't know he had AirPods on, so I just thought he knew I was there.
Yeah, right. And then but then it's like, I was angry. Because I don't like to get surprised and scared in that way. Also, these two know that I'm living with is I'm the worst person to see a horror movie with. We saw The Visit the other day, remember?
The Visit. That you've seen like 3 times.
It doesn't matter. Every time.
Dude, that crawl space scene is terrifying.
Oh, baby, it's the scary. When old white people are chasing you underneath the fucking house, it's so fucking scary.
It's scary,
It could have
George.
been, if it was a black person, you wouldn't be that scared. I don't
You'd
think.
be like, oh, hello, sir.
yeah, hello. You know what I mean? Or if it was an Asian, you'd think, oh, they're doing,
Hey, you know
planting
what?
some sort of
You are right.
herb.
Old white people really are scary.
Yeah.
Oh, they are one of the most scariest people when they're
Look at George
demonic.
doubting us.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
doubting
you
us.
see how high he looked up? Yeah,
They always give you
can't
Werther's.
prank-
That's a.
You know what, babe? Old Asian is like we had there's folklore in our old town, and there was this lady named Wan Ning.
What's her name?
Wan Ning.
Yeah.
And they would scare all of us like
Don't
neighborhood
get it mistaken
kids.
for tuning. Tuning.
Oh, you
Tuning's
don't wanna fuck
very
with
scary,
tuning.
but one thing is fine. Go ahead.
Well, Wan Ning was just an old lady that everyone sort of saw, but she didn't speak a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think she had dementia, but she was like a hunchback. Like she was honestly like in her late 90s. But she would mind her own business. But our
Yeah.
parents, so that we wouldn't stray too far from home, we would say, hey, like careful, because then Wan Ning would come get you. And then Wan Ning apparently at night she morphs into a very mobile old lady, and then she goes through your window. So if you're misbehaving, she'll come get you, and also if you're pregnant, she'll steal your baby. Right, Jules? Is that how it goes? Yeah.
Oh wow, one Ning is fucking wicked, huh?
No, it's not one. It's Wan Ning.
Yeah, one Ning,
Two Ning.
2 Ning, 3 Ning, 4.
R.I.P. Wan Ning.
No,
man.
but all right, so
Yeah.
I can't get her back because she has a heart condition,
It's
Oh,
true.
good
right?
defense,
So
Khalyla.
she can fucking freak me out all fucking night long, but she has a heart condition, so then I let it go, all right? Because you know why? I'm a good dude.
Good heart. Yeah.
I also realize why you and I and Jules could never watch horror films together.
Why?
It's because we're products of extreme physical trauma. So like our body reacts to perceived threats in a different way. Where like George, is probably very calm and collective and objective when he sees a horror film. For us, it's like our fight or flight is very jumpy. So it switches on real
Yep.
quick.
Yeah. George is probably like, oh, that situation was very disturbing.
Very
Is that my
interesting,
grandma?
yes.
Is that my grandma there?
My God, I should cognitively get through this mentally. So then I let it go, but then Khalyla does something last night that
Khalyla.
infuriated me. Oh, you don't know? You don't remember?
Oh, yeah, I
you don't fucking
remember.
remember?
I think she forgot.
So she goes.
Well, hold on one second.
no,
Last
don't-
week he was so okay. So last week Bobby.
Oh, sorry. Ow. My dog bit my foot. Ow. Sorry, Remy. Ow, fuck.
It's because you fucking.
Oh, fuck it. Ow. Oh, fuck. I've never heard. Ow, that hurt.
What
He bit me
happened?
hard.
Remy doesn't really have a lot of teeth, but the 2 teeth left are very sharp.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Jules is dying.
yeah, go ahead.
She really likes your pain.
Yeah. I have something to say about you in a second.
I
my
Dude,
dude.
Rudy's.
So tell them about whatever this thing that you did last night.
Khalyla, what's your side of the story?
Look, so Jules can actually corroborate my story here. So what Bobby does is that he's always like, I really want to see a ghost. I am begging to see a ghost.
Okay.
But it turns out when he does, he lights his own face on fire, right? And so yesterday he started watching these things about how the set of The Omen, the set of Poltergeist, and the set of The Exorcist were cursed, and that a lot of people involved in the filming of those movies, weird things happened. There was death, there was illness.
Well, I belong to Shudder.com, not belong, but it's just a website that I watch. I watch horror movies on, and they have a documentary series called Cursed Films. So they showcase Poltergeist, Shining, Omen, Twilight Zone, and The Crow, right? And how those
I like
films,
The Crow.
films are cursed.
Do you know I had a stalker who called himself the Crow? When I was younger, when I was a young 12-year-old, there was an older man who was apparently
Was he half Asian like Brandon?
a fan
Lee-
of
Lee, or-
my swimming abilities. And so
Oh.
he would leave letters for me and my sister outside of the pool with the security guard. And he would call himself the Crow. It was really creepy.
Did he wear makeup and whatnot or no?
I never met him. I didn't know what he was. He just signed the letters,
shitty
The
Crow,
Crow.
then.
But that's when The Crow came out, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so Bobby was watching all of these things and he was spooking himself because that's what he likes to do. So I said, oh, hey, you know what? Like in the Philippines, like we do this like ritual where you put your hand on a coin and then you draw circles around it. And if you imagine your future and your life, and then you can look at the mirror, turn the lights on, and you can get a flash of your future.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right?
So, I love Filipino magic and I love Filipino voodoo, and I want to try everything. I'm the type of guy that I'll try anything.
So he goes into the table and he gets a coin and then he's drawing with a charcoal pencil.
And then she says this. She goes, think of your future. Who you want to be, okay? Who your dreams,
ambitions,
your ambitions, all that. You really have to focus, right? So I'm literally I take the coin and I take a piece of charcoal chalk, right? And I'm drawing a circle on a piece of paper, and I'm literally focusing all my energy on those things because I want it to work, because I'm a believer.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So then. She goes, okay, now she takes a chalk and she
takes the coin. I take the coin.
The coin, and she starts doing something. I don't actually feel it on my face. I don't know what's going on, right? But she's doing something, and then she puts the coin back onto the piece of paper, and she goes, do it again. So I start circling, and I start thinking of things, right? And then she lift the coin, and then close your eyes, and she does some sort of seance on my face.
Oh my
right?
God.
And this takes about 5, and I'm really trying 5-8 minutes.
He really wants to get a flash of.
I want to get a flash of a ghost or whatever, right? She goes, now close your eyes. I'm going to lead you to the bathroom. And I go to the bathroom. She goes, close your eyes. She turns off the lights.
Look in the mirror.
Look in the mirror. But close your eyes. Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on. And she goes, look in the mirror. I open my eyes, and on my forehead it says, idiot.
Classic.
Wow, Khalyla. Wow.
He didn't know that the charcoal around the coin was actually marking the coin.
Yep.
Around it, so I used it as a pencil to draw. Idiot on his forehead, and I also gave him little whiskers and stuff.
How did you feel after that, Bobby?
Many feelings. Betrayal. That's the one. I feel like I was bamboozled. I feel like I was sabotage. I feel used, raped.
Oh God.
Yeah, there was a rapey, used feeling there.
Okay.
And they're laughing like hyenas, as Filipinos do. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? How that island laugh. All right.
Yeah.
And I'm now, going within myself, going, should I break up with her?
Oh wow, you jumped all the way there.
Yeah. How do I get out of this? How do we, get this fucking little one out?
Get her
you know
back
what I
to the
mean?
Philippines. Yeah.
Revenge,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff, right? Where are you going?
Bretman's here, ready to go, guys.
Oh yeah,
know, hold on.
speaking of Filipino, we
Yeah.
should ask him about Filipino witchery and sorcery.
Yeah,
what
but
he
before,
knows.
because we want to get Jules on, so just tell him hold off for a second, okay?
Hey guys, we're taking a quick break to share our favorite sponsor with you.
Manscaped for your testicles. You guys, I used to shave my testicles prison style with a dry razor.
Oh no.
Yeah, or
Bobby.
one of those Sherlock Holmes. You know how they used to back in the day with
Straight
the fucking
razor.
straight razor.
Straight
Yeah, I
razor,
used to do
yeah.
that. Yeah, and I used to go hello, and it would get nicked, and then it would bleed out. But now, guys, I don't use anything except for Manscaped. Manscaped is the only men's brand dedicated to below-the-waist grooming. It's specific to that, guys. They have forever changed the grooming game with their Perfect Package 3.0. Precision-engineered tools for your family jewels, baby.
Guys, it's springtime. Flowers are blooming. The grass is growing, and it's time to mow your lawn.
Guys, get 20% off and free shipping with the code SLEPT at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. And use the code SLEPT. It's spring cleaning, baby, and your balls, well, thank you.
For a limited time, subscribers get 2 free gifts. The Shred Travel Bag, $39 value, and the patented high-performance anti-chafing Manscaped Boxer Briefs.
Wow.
Thank you, George.
Thank you, George.
I just wanted to say something.
Manscaped for your testicles.
Goes.
Oh, Postmates. Oh, I will die without it. You guys, Postmates is something that I use on a daily basis not only in quarantine but in regular life as well. I get everything from it. It's my favorite fucking app.
Postmates is your personal food delivery, grocery delivery, whatever kind of delivery service all year round.
Anything you're craving, Postmates can deliver. They're the largest on-demand network in the U.S. and offer delivery from all the restaurants, grocery and convenience stores, and traditional retailers you could possibly want or need.
24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Postmates will bring you what you need within the hour.
No more trips to the store. You don't even have to know where the store is. Postmates will deliver anything to you. Download the app for iOS or Android for free. Browse local restaurants and businesses and track your delivery in real time.
For a limited time, Postmates is giving our listeners $100 of free delivery credit for your first 7 days. To start your free deliveries, download the app and use the code BELLY. That's the code BELLY for $100 of free delivery credit for your first 7 days when you download the Postmates
what a
app.
deal.
Anything you need, anytime you need it, Postmate it. Download Postmates and save with the code BELLY.
Yahoo!
Enjoy the rest of the show.
So after that happened, I had to do some meditation, and I forgave her. But I don't think it's fair that I can't do shit to her, right? But I am gonna do something.
Interesting.
And if she gets a heart attack, she gets a heart attack.
Well, no, you're going to get a big, swift kick to the dick.
Okay.
Because
So
that's
we
just
have
how
our
my body
first-
responds.
So that being said, we have our first guest today.
Look at Jill, she's already smiling.
So I have to say,
Should she sit on camera with you guys?
Yeah, she should. You
Yeah,
want to sit in
yeah.
camera with us, Jill?
yeah, get
Bring
on
a
camera.
chair. Bring a chair. Sit behind them.
If you don't, you know what?
Or you can say hi after before we get
if
off.
you don't start getting involved, you little piece of shit, you're gonna get kicked out of the fucking house.
She didn't even prepare. She could if she,
All right,
she
now
wouldn't
get
wear her
over
makeup.
here.
I can say hi after.
Yeah, you can say hi after.
Cool. The publicist is on as well, so I'll
Let
just
me introduce him first.
put the
Well, you
okay.
want to get him on first, and then I'll introduce him.
publicist asking what's happening.
Okay, let's
Okay.
go. All right.
Come on, Rudy. Get in there.
you-
Get in
no,
there,
you
Rudy.
You do it. You do it. You do it.
Hey.
Oh my God!
Hey
How are
guys.
you?
I'm doing me. How are y'all?
Oh God! So let me say something to you, okay? I have compliments for you, okay?
Oh my
Number
god,
one-
go ahead. Go ahead.
First of all, number one is that we're very big fans of you in the house.
Thank you.
Okay, and I also have to say that I know Joe Coy, I know a lot of fancy Filipino talent out
Period.
there, right? But I have to say, Bretman, that you are the number one. You have everything.
I agree.
You have number one. You're funny as fuck,
Thank you.
and that coming from a guy, a fat Korean, coming from a fat ugly Korean, that's a compliment. Number two, right? You're cute as fuck.
Oh my god. Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Right. Number three. All right. You have more influence out there than any comedian that I know. All right. So you have power,
Thank
right?
you.
And I've never seen your dick before. Is it nice?
Well, my ass is nicer, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm more of like an ass person.
All right. So if I looked at your ass, not that I want to see it ever. Yeah, I would love to. If you.
Though you can.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure that there's probably no hair on your ass.
None of that shit. No shit either, bitch. I do Pilates every day.
Yeah. Oh, you don't do you shit? So there's no shit on it.
No, girl.
No.
Shedding is for uglies.
Oh, shitting.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wait.
Is he
it's a
saying
choice.
shedding or shitting?
Shitting is for
Shitting.
uglies.
Shitting is
like
for
like
uglies.
uggos
I
like you.
honestly think shedding is a choice, and I choose not.
Oh, so you choose not to shit.
Yeah, it's overrated. Everyone's doing it, and I just
Right. So then when you have to, because I know that you eat food and whatnot, where does that food go?
somewhere else.
Yeah, maybe you pee it out.
Yeah, I make other people eat for me,
You do?
Yeah.
So, Bretman, I want everyone, before we get into anything, what's
Yeah.
your Instagram handle?
He doesn't need our help.
I know he
yeah.
doesn't need our help, but I just want to throw it out there because I want our fans to.
Yeah. If y'all missed my introduction, I'm sure you guys were introducing me. My name is Bretman the Baddest Bitch Rock. And everything
Yeah.
else is at Bretman Rock, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, OnlyFans, and of course, TikTok. I don't have
Yeah.
an OnlyFans, by the way, not yet at least.
Yeah.
Hey, Bretman. So
Yes,
before,
girl. I was looking at your shirt this whole time. I know damn well you wore that for me.
This-
Yeah. Oh, which one? Her or me?
Her.
yes, I
Girl, I know
did.
Aloha shirt over there.
Give me a compliment, Bretman.
I like your hair.
Well, you should take it off. Show him the mullet.
Ooh, I love the mullet. You know, I was trying to grow out a mullet like a couple months ago, but then it wasn't a look.
Yeah.
Not for
I
it
think-
works for some people. It works for you. I like it.
Oh, thank you so much.
Hey, Bretman, I have a question. So I grew
Ask
up in the
away.
Philippines, and I know you did too. And before this, we were talking about Philippine folklore and things that our parents would kind of scare us with.
Bitch,
Is there any
yes,
other type
so
of
much.
like? Is there any type of mythological creature that your parents scared you with to kind of keep you not too far from home when you were young?
Oh my gosh. Honestly, the list goes on. Like anything to keep me inside the house, my mom would say, like, of course you guys heard of like manananggal, titik,
Wow.
chanak.
Chana? Who the fuck is Chana?
Explain what
Chana-
chanak is. Yeah.
Chanak is like a baby monster. It's an aborted child, right?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
an aborted child, and then it basically haunts like people. Mainly women, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tik Tik is he climbs on people's roofs, and then he has this long tongue and it sucks up people's like bellies when they're pregnant.
Chanak.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you about Chanak. If he's an aborted baby, does he have
Yeah.
little fetus hands, or what? Or is he a full baby?
She's like a full-on monster baby. I don't know why, but a lot of Chanaks already have like teeth in them. It's kind of like a piranha teeth moment.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
So
I
Chanak-
was talking about this.
Yeah, growing up, we had mythical things that my parents scared me with.
Wait,
too.
what do Americans have? Like, what do they scare you
Yeah.
with?
Well, my parents scared me with the chupacabra, right?
Wait, but that's Mexican.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. It's still. I grew up in San Diego, so it's near the border.
Oh.
The chupacabra knows how to cross the border.
How do you
Right?
spell chupacabra?
CHUPA cabra, KABRA, chupacabra. And then so the second thing my parents used to scare me with is Mexicans. So chupacabra and Mexicans.
My boyfriend's like Mexican girl, so
Yeah, I know.
Oh, speaking of your boyfriend, will you ever reveal his identity?
Oh shit! That's what.
yeah.
That's what the.
Wait, hang on. That's the Chanak, right?
yes,
Yeah. Wow.
That shit's scary, man.
Yeah.
you know, and it chases you and shit.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, but if it's like an aborted child, can't you just like kick that fucker? Because aborted childs are like small. Right?
That's
Just punt it
That
like
is
a
so true.
football.
Yeah. Or I would just take it back to Planned Parenthood.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for stem cells, for like
Yeah.
cord blood and stuff.
Yeah.
Bretman.
Yes,
So
sir.
I know that you don't reveal the identity of your boyfriend on social media and whatnot. Will you ever? And will you describe to us what he
maybe
looks
when-
like?
Maybe when we get like married or engaged, but other than that, like I really don't see myself like posting him anytime soon. Because the internet just takes so much away from you, and like I shared so much of like my life ever since I was like in middle school. I was on the internet, and so I feel like my love life is like the only thing that I really have for myself left. And like,
That's really good.
That's really good.
And I think that him and I talk about that too, because like we're a couple, and then we just kind of give like the nitty gritty of our sex life and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And you do have to hold certain things sacred, and
at least for now. Yeah.
No, but let me ask you. But I've seen photos with you with the back side of him.
Yeah.
Like I've seen the back of his head and the side of his face and some of his shoulder.
Yeah.
And based on that, I think he's cute as fuck, bro.
I know, bitch. I don't date ugly, so.
You've never hooked up with an ugly dude.
No. Honestly, I really can't say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
To me,
Wow.
my cute might be your ugly, you know?
No, dude, you're universally cute, my friend. Yeah, and I'm telling you right now, Bretman, that I'm not gay at all. But if I were, dude, oh my god, and if we were in prison,
You sound like
Oh.
all the football players in my high school. I'm not gay, but
Yeah, but so let me ask you this: what part of Hawaii do you live in? What island?
I live in the islands of Waikiki. No, I live in Oahu. I live in Ewa Beach. Born and raised. No, I wasn't born and raised here. I was raised here though.
Yeah, because I go to Hawaii a lot because sometimes I shoot a show out there, and is that where I stay?
Yeah, no, they have you stay in Waikiki, which is a nightmare. But
I could still,
yeah.
Yeah, but I could still have like acai bowls with Bretman, right?
yeah,
Yeah, come over, bitch. I can teach you how to, strip on my pole.
Dude, really? Can I honestly, if I'm in Hawaii, would I be able to come over to your house?
Yes, if I'm free, which is never.
Wow, that's hurtful but exciting as well.
Wow, so
what I mean?
honest. Huh?
It's very honest. Yeah.
I'll check my schedule, but I think I'm busy that day.
Wow. Well, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot anyway. What do you think of that?
Yeah, let's do it. I can teach you like some of the ropes of pole dancing.
Yeah, I want you to teach me how to spin. You're good at spinning. You're the king of spinning, right?
Bitch, I had like a whole ass commercial with HP from like spinning like laptop on my finger. And I was like,
What? So let me ask you about your rise. So when did you start like getting? Do you know the moment or the video that got you like a lot of fucking heat out there? I mean, when did that happen?
Well, I was always like stealing like my mom's like phone back in the day. Like I was second grade and I was filming like fake commercials on my mom's phone, and like she would always get mad at me because I would use up her memories on her like Mobi phone.
Yeah.
So I feel like I've always been making videos, but the video that skyrocketed me, I guess, would be like my contour video. It was back when contouring was like still new, and I was like kind of like teaching people how to do makeup while contouring, but keeping like my personality in there as well. Because I feel like makeup artists these days, especially back then, like YouTube, there wasn't really much personalities, especially like men in makeup. There wasn't many of those either. So I was like, bitch, I'm a boy that wears makeup. I think I'm funny. And then I just started making videos and people found them. And then I blew up from there, honestly. But at the time when I was making these videos, I was private and I was making them on Snapchat. And so my friends were like, bitch, and you guys know Snapchat is only 24 hours. My friend was like, bitch, you need to post them on Instagram. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay, fine. But I was private. So I posted them on Instagram. And one of my friends was trying to show my video to her uncle. I still don't know why she's trying to show my videos to her uncle. I still don't. But she's like, bitch, you got to go off private because, I'm trying to show my videos to your uncle. And then I went off private. And then overnight, I went from like 1,000 followers and then I went private. I went off private and then I got 10,000 followers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I already had like 80 videos uploaded, but no one was watching them because like I said, I was private. And I think that's the 100th time I said private.
Yeah, I mean, are you... But you're at a point now that, I mean, would you fuck with like, like network TV? I mean, you could fucking do all kinds of shit.
Oh my gosh. That's so funny you asked and I thought you would never ask.
Yeah.
I'm actually working on like an MTV show, but due to Miss fucking Corona and her ugly ass bitch self, we had to push it back. And but I'm gonna have my own reality show with MTV.
Wow. Congratulations.
Yeah, and don't tell anyone, just between us, girl.
Yeah.
But I might be doing something. It's the weirdest thing I've ever done, and I never thought I would ever be able to work with them, but I'm doing something with Disney.
Wow.
Wow.
Disney. So you're fucking with MTV. Now you're fucking with the Disney.
The real corporate.
The real shit, man.
I have a question for you though, Bretman.
Yes,
so
girl.
Bobby and I and a couple other comics, we wanted to do this. You know how like back home in the Philippines, like the talent is just teeming. Like no matter where you go, people are funny. They know how to dance, sing. We wanted to do this variety sort of local talent show in like the province, but get like big guest judges.
Bitch, I'm down. Are you asking
Would you?
Would you really?
Oh, we would love you on it.
Like, yeah.
Because what I want to do is have you, me, and Joe Coy be the judges. I think that would kill it.
Bitch, honestly, it'll just be our show, honestly.
Yeah. And it's
Yeah.
he's fucking perfect.
He's perfect. I know. I had been keeping him in my thoughts all this time.
Guys, I'm really good at judging people.
I'm sure you are, man.
Yeah,
and your mom should be. She's probably really proud of you, no?
Yeah, well, I mean, she's a Filipino mom, and I feel like Asian moms are never really happy until you have a diploma.
yeah.
Or like of something. So, I mean, yes, for the most part, she is proud, but she's always that constant reminder. She's like, Brett, you're not going to be famous forever. And I'm like, bitch, you don't know that. And then she's like,
Yeah.
you have to go to school. And I'm like, homegirl, like, let me do this, and then I'll go to school later. Because school, like you said, fame is not forever, but school, she is. And I can go to school when I'm 50.
It's true.
Yeah, but Bretman, also, let me say this, all right? I've been working as a comedian and actor since, I was 28, 29 years old.
Oh my God.
And I'm 48 years old now, and I'm still working. So it doesn't stop.
Oh my God.
It's not going to stop for you, okay?
I don't think so either, but Asian moms just be like that sometimes.
They put the fear of Chanak in you always.
I always say, shut the fuck up, mom.
Is that how you talk to your
Yeah, I
mom?
don't give a fuck. Bitch, shut the fuck up. I've been in it for 20 years, bitch.
I say
Right?
it
And
to
she
my
goes,
brat.
Bobby, you don't know. I go, you don't know, man. Shut up. I send you checks, bitch.
I'm like, girl, this is not the same generation.
I know.
We didn't even have internet back then, girl.
I know. It's so funny. It's like, the internet, right? You know what? It's like, I'm so glad for the internet because, I could discover people like you, buddy.
Thank you.
And I swear to fucking God, man, if I go to Hawaii and I try to contact you and you fucking...
if you
bitch,
don't fucking contact me, don't ever talk to me ever again.
Mm-hmm.
No, you too, bitch. You too, bitch. You call me bitch first. All right, you bitchy bitch. I'll fucking fuck you up, bitch. All right?
Bitch, you got my number, girl. You got
right, girl.
my master's number and all.
Yeah.
Bretman, before you leave, will you say hi to my niece? She's your biggest fan
Hi to
in
her
the
niece.
world.
Come over here. No, she's here.
George, screenshot this, George.
Screenshot this. Right, get down. There she...
Oh, you're looking cute.
Yeah. Say something.
Hey, girl.
Hi, Bretman.
What did
Hi, I love
do
you so
today,
much.
and why did you do
I want
that?
to be like you, okay?
Thank you. I love me too, but I love you more.
Oh, so sweet, buddy.
What did you do today, girl?
Nothing. I'm just here with them, listening.
That's like my sister. She's like, I'm only here for the video.
Thank you so much for saying hi to this one, okay? She's a
Thank
little
you.
retarded, so...
Make a wish. Make a wish.
She's not. She's
You can tell her heart's pounding out of her chest right now.
I've never seen her eyes get so big.
I know. She got like a ghostly on it. Yeah. Thank you so much for being on TigerBelly, buddy. I love you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, and let's collaborate. We collaborate, okay?
Period. You like my background?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, pretty. Very pretty.
Thank you, guys.
I love you so much, Bretman.
Thanks, Bretman. Thank you.
He was a great
Hello?
guest. He was fucking great.
Wait, how do you... This is my...
There you go.
I love him so much.
Yeah, he's great. Do you love him now?
I've always loved him.
I know, but
I'm
I'm
the one
just
that told you
saying,
to get
like,
him.
do you love him more now?
Yeah. I'm the one that told you to get him. I love that guy.
Well, it's Juliana, actually.
Are you mad that guy called you retarded in front of him or no?
No.
Is your heart beating out your chest?
Yeah, I think I panicked.
Yeah,
She
I
said
saw
she
a little
thinks
bit
she
of panic. We
panicked.
should- I saw it.
Yeah, I saw it too. Your eyes
saw
got all
it.
buggy-eyed and you started talking. It was crazy.
Yeah, you freaked out a bit.
Jules, let me just say,
What happened to you?
that was the most endearing thing I'd ever seen because, like, Jules is so unemotional.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
she's very straight faced. Like, we call her a flagella for a reason. Like, there's no peaks and ebbs to anything. It's kind of Jules is right here forever and ever. So when I see her get riled up and like seemingly out of breath, oh, it's a treat for us.
Yeah.
It's a treat. Oh, thank you. That was all worth it just so you
that
can
was
say hi
worth
to
it.
him,
Because
Jules.
I've never seen you bug-eyed like that before. It's
Yeah,
like,
I didn't know your eyes can get that big.
I didn't either. It was like it went up to the back of your head, your eyes. Oh my
She's like,
God, that was crazy.
I love you.
Yeah, I love you. That was insane.
She went all
I love
China on us. She went all wanting.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you know what? I get that way too. I get that. There's certain people that I just start saying things. I don't know. You know?
I mean, who would, like, for me, there are certain people that I would absolutely lose my breath over. Like, who's yours?
Well, okay, so I've been texting Joey Santiago a lot, right? He's from the Pixies. You know, I grew up with the Pixies.
Yeah.
The band. It was my favorite band. And sometimes he texts me, and I'll text him back, and then he won't text me for 2 days back. And for 2 days, I'll be like, should I text him again? Or, you know what I mean? I get fangirly, you know? There's a lot of guys like that. When Paul Banks, he's been on our podcast, he texts me, I get really like, hey, what do you think about this, baby? I'll go to her.
Like, is this too much? Is this too
Is
wordy?
this too much? Too
is
wordy?
it too needy
Yeah, like
of a
sometimes
friendship?
I do that. And then there's some guys that are big, like, I'll go, fuck you. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, it just depends
With
on
the whole
who it
Paul
is.
Banks thing, I always tell Bobby, I'm like, just enough with the ping pong. Stop asking him to play ping pong with you.
You know, but, you know, I think that it's, if you don't have that kind of, like, excitement and curiosity and you're not in awe with anybody and you think you're the shit, I don't think that's a good place to be.
No.
I like being a fan as well.
I love being a fan. Like
Yeah.
right now, I am obsessed with something new that I may not ever recover from. And
All right,
Bobby
here we
is
go.
done with it. He's done with me.
I'm done with it. Go
So
ahead.
I have moved on from K-dramas and I
Okay.
have graduated back into the real world of blemishes and pimples and real, raw, gritty sex. And I finished a book a while ago by Saelee Rooney, who's an Irish author, and it's called Normal People. And I was like, oh, if they ever do an adaptation of this, it's never going to translate because it's a very like sexually driven yet somehow deeply emotional thing. I was like, it'll never happen. But it happened. And it happened quite possibly better than the book. And I am so just like in love.
I'll walk into the room and she'll be tears in her eyes. And she goes, I can't believe it. I go, what happened? These people, you can see their dicks and they have pimples on their face. I have a pimple on my dick right now.
No, I don't want a pimple on the dick.
Look at my dick right now. There's a pimple right on my dick now. You can see it live, baby.
Oh, man.
But she thinks that's her, like, sell point.
So
It's so real. I have shit caked underneath my taint right now with a pimple on my dick. That's as real as it gets, baby.
I don't want dingleberry real. I want pimple real, like acne and stuff like that. But I
Okay.
think that I was watching too many like Korean dramas where they would just kind of like in post, they would just smooth out everyone's skin so no
Too
one really
beautiful.
had any features anymore. And then they would kiss like this. Babe, let's do a Korean drama kiss. No, they would just put...
Oh.
Oh, no sound. Okay.
They would just, that's how they would, their makeout scenes where there wasn't movement of the lips. So I think I was watching too much of that. So when I went to Normal People and
Yeah.
it's just full bush, really just real looking people, I lost my mind. It was almost like a overdrive, overstimulation of my senses. And I started crying and it was a...
Yeah, I wish I could get that way with a show. It's like, I wish, you know, I can see a show about a relationship and then want to see it again. But for some reason, if that's just, those are things that I just don't want to see. I don't give a fuck.
Like even if you like, I really like the book. It's borderline like young adult. I don't know if you guys are into like YA stuff, but I think it's borderline that. But it is very simple. I like simple, easy reads. I don't need it to be in like Obama's list of, you know, top books. Like sometimes I read some of those and I'm like, wait a second, like this is way beyond my pay grade.
You know what show I really liked? Battlestar Galactica.
I love Battlestar Galactica.
I like shows like that. You know what I mean? There's got to be some cyborgs in it or something for me to like go, I want to watch that again. I want to try Westworld. You know, I try to get into it when it first came out. And I was a little, but I think I'm going to try to get into that. Is that good? Have you seen that?
I just
We watched
finished it yesterday.
Oh, you
We
finished
watched
it?
the whole first season,
All
remember?
3
We loved
seasons.
it.
I know. I saw the first season, but then I didn't want to see the second season. But is it worth it?
I think it's worth it. 3rd season. You gotta get
But the second season's not good?
a little slow.
Really?
Yeah.
What have you been watching, Gilbert, that you could recommend to Papa?
Westworld. Season 3.
I'm the one that just asked that. Give
That's
me
what I'm
something
saying.
new, fucker.
I heard Devs was really good.
Is Debs
Actually-
good?
I haven't seen that one. There's Run. I know Run's a good one everyone's talking
Ooh,
about.
shit, run.
Is it sci-fi?
No, it's like a love comedy.
Okay,
Oh, Bobby isn't into
I know.
that.
I know you don't want to talk about this, baby, but I want to talk about it real quick. What is Big Ed coming on?
Yeah, he will be. He's not on yet, but it's like 1 minute from what he should be on.
Okay, but let me just say something about Big Ed though. Is he mad at me?
I don't know. I don't think so. He's
Hope
coming
not.
on.
He agreed.
Okay, so he's gonna be on this. All right, so Do I have to, I mean, what I'm saying is that because I've said things about him, like, that I feel regret saying. I think he's a good dude. He doesn't know about that
You're
shit.
a comic. You roast people. It's fine.
I roast people, I like the guy. He's from San Diego. We're brothers.
Well,
Basically, yeah.
you initially were a really big fan of his, and
I am a big fan.
And then he didn't acknowledge you on his Instagram
Well, that
live,
hurt
and then
me.
and then
have
it
to
went
bring that
downhill
up.
from there.
Yeah, that hurt me a little bit.
We have to bring that.
All right, so just real quick, why do you like Warzone, Gilbert?
I like Warzone because I like competing. I like getting that top 10 place. I like to win. So I
Right,
play with
so-
good people.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
So you wouldn't get on Warzone with me?
No, I would. If
Because
you
I
drift,
can't, from the parachute to the floor, I can't even do that.
wait, what do you mean? Like you parachute and you die?
I parachute and I die.
That's the first thing.
I know, so I wouldn't be good on your team then.
Okay. We should try. We should
And
try
then I
together.
end up on the gulag one time. The bathroom.
Did you win that?
No, I was like taking a piss and the same guy shot me in the back of the head.
Oh, it's not a simulation. You're supposed to fight.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. It was.
Okay.
It's one of those games where it's too much pressure, I think.
All right. Let's try one game, though.
Which one? You want to do Warzone with me
Let's
one
do
time?
one Warzone together. We'll
Okay.
just try it.
I would love it.
Let's do it.
What's up, George? Is he here?
Yep, he's ready.
Hey, everyone. We're going to take a quick break to share this.
Better help. You guys, I've said this before. I'll say it again. Counseling and therapy has saved my life. I'm a free man because of it. BetterHelp is a great service. It will access your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. You can start communicating in under 24 hours. Jules did it. Khalyla has done it. I've done it. There's a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's counselor network, which may not be locally available in many areas. The service is available for clients worldwide.
It's not a crisis line. It's not self-help. It's a professional counseling done securely online.
That's right, baby.
I really like it myself because there's an option in the app where you can write in a journal. Your counselor, whoever you're matched with, you actually have access to via text or via phone
Yep.
or via video.
It's more affordable than traditional offline counseling as well. And financial aid is available.
BetterHelp wants you to start living a happier life today. Visit their website and read their testimonials that are posted daily. Visit betterhelp.com/belly. That's better, HELP, and join over 500,000 people taking charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional. Special offer for TigerBelly listeners. Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/belly.
It's a life changer, guys. Use it.
Change your life. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Okay, I don't know why, but
Bobby,
I'm
you're not nervous.
I don't know
You're not
why,
ner-
but
no, I believe in you. You're
I'm
not
nervous now.
You're not.
I'm fucking nervous right now.
Khalyla, help him.
Yourself.
Khalyla,
I'll help you. I'll help you.
All right.
I'll help you.
Okay, are we ready?
Yes.
Keep rubbing his back.
Okay.
It's
Why am I nervous?
where is it? Where? Oh my!
Wait,
oh my
wait.
God! There he is.
He's connecting to audio.
Oh,
I can't see him.
You really are fangirling.
I'm trembling. I'm trembling right now. Eddie! Can I call you Eddie?
Yeah, no, Big Ed. They told me you guys were in suits. You work for some church. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm kidding. Okay,
Let me say something, Big Ed.
dude, I know you. Fuck, I know you.
Yeah. How do we know?
Holy shit. I know you.
Yeah, I'm Bobby Lee. You don't remember?
Holy shit, you're the man.
Oh, yeah.
I got a funny story for you, by the way.
Okay, go ahead. Go tell me the story, Ed.
Okay, somebody, my buddy was spotted. They thought he was you on like Jimmy Kimmel or something. That was my. I'm not kidding you. I don't know if you remember that story.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
Who was the friend?
So a friend of yours, somebody thought he was me?
You know, I have a friend of a friend that looks just like you.
Oh,
And
you do?
He has a lot of money. He has a bunch of babes, like you probably do too. And they thought he was you. And I think you were mad about it, and you were talking about it on it was either the Tonight Show or
like one of those shows. Yeah,
or Pornhub. I'm just kidding.
Now, Big Ed, let me say something.
Go ahead.
So, I generally don't watch a lot of shows. I watched Game of Thrones. I've seen Handmaid's Tale, but I watched I watch before the 90 days as if it's Game of Thrones. I think that it is the most entertainment, right? We would, as a family, watch that show And we think that we would only watch you and Rose because you guys are so fucking entertaining. So thank you so much for being on my podcast.
Just a minute. What's going on here?
What are you
doing to me? What are you going to do to me?
I'm not going to do anything.
What's going on?
No, I want to give you a compliment, Ed.
No, I know. No, I'm kidding. No, like Tori Spelling, I'm doing a cooking show with her tomorrow night live.
Yeah.
She literally was a fan of mine, which kind of freaks me out. And she jumped into one of my streams like a week ago Wednesday. And she was just like starstruck. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I live in San Diego. I ride a Vespa with Teddy on my backpack.
Yeah.
And I bought a ticket and posted online and never heard of the show before in my life.
Yeah.
And then the next thing you know, everybody's like, you should do the show. And I'm like, what? And then next I'm rubbing mayonnaise in my hair.
What? So the mayonnaise, that's not something that you did for your whole life? You did it for the show?
I've been doing it for about 2 years.
You know what, Ed? So I grew up in the Philippines, and it was actually a way for us to. It was our natural anti-lice remedy. Where I remember when I was a kid, we would use mayonnaise and then comb it out with a really fine-tooth comb to get rid of my lice when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So when I saw that scene, I was like, wait a second, that's a really it's actually really good for your hair, and it is like.
But doesn't your pillow smell like a BLT afterwards?
No, you wash it off, Bobby.
No, egg salad sandwich. No, so I refuse to get old or at least look old. So I dye my hair. And I finally switched up to an A5, which is like an ash brown. My daughter kept yelling at me. But that dye irritates my scalp. And a friend of mine at work's like, dude, my husband puts mayonnaise in his hair.
Uh-huh.
What? So it was about 2 years ago. So I tried it and it worked. And when they first kind of interviewed me for the show, they're like, well, what do you do, to make yourself look young? And I go, well, I dye my hair, but I have like dermatitis, so it aggravates the scalp. But that's okay because then I put mayonnaise in it. And they're like, okay, wait a minute. Wait, hold on. What did you just say?
Uh-huh.
Like, yeah, I put mayonnaise in my hair. And literally they lost it. The producer's like, holy shit. So next thing you know, I'm in my drinking Malbec, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, right? And rubbing mayo in my hair. And now I'm like, it's like, that's the most seen picture, I think, on the internet. So now people are putting my head on mayonnaise jars. Somebody just did have you seen this? They did the Head and Shoulders. It is freaking, look at this.
Yeah.
They do a lot of mean things to me, but they do a lot of things that I crack up. Like, look at this.
I recommend Head and Shoulders.
That's awesome.
They,
wow.
They are fucking with me, but I love it. I don't care.
Now, I don't want to cause a fight between you and I, but a TigerBelly fan said that you had said that my girlfriend was too hot for me. Did you say that?
Okay. I probably did on a couple of occasions.
Yeah.
Couple. But,
yeah.
But if I did, I probably did. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, did I?
I'm not. Listen, bro. All right. We're both guys from San Diego. You know I'm from San Diego, right?
No, I don't.
I'm from Poway, California. I'm a Titan.
No way. Holy
yeah.
crap.
And then I lived in La Jolla for a very long time. I worked at the Panikin in La Jolla.
What?
Yeah, and then I worked at the restaurant too. And I started doing stand-up at the La Jolla Comedy Store. So, I was born and bred in San Diego. So that's why you and I have a connection for you. So when you said that my girlfriend was too hot for me, it really broke me a little bit.
Wait, oh my God. Okay, first of all, can I say something?
Yeah.
Okay, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, she really is. I'm sorry.
I know.
But guess what? Guess what? That makes you look good.
That's right.
I mean, hello.
But
He's the most. Listen, hey, what? I forgot her first name.
Khalyla.
I'm Khalyla.
Khalyla, you're the most compassionate, forgiving, charitable person to date him.
So you're saying this is a charity case,
Son
Ed?
of a fucking bitch, Ed.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
Hey, Kayla, it's a 501c write-off.
I'll make sure I let my accountant know.
If you buy him coffee, like because it doesn't work anymore, write it off, man.
Yeah.
He's a big fucking charity, man.
All right. So, what's the relationship with you with Rose right now?
Well, you got to stay tuned. They're not
Okay.
done with me yet. That's the only thing I can tell you.
Okay.
I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's really like, I don't know if you guys heard the story, but when the teaser first came out, and I have like, it's called KFS or Clipophile. So all my life, I've always had a short neck. So even from grade school, I was called no neck and whatever, and skin and midget or whatever. And like, I never really let it define who I was. And one day I was in the 11th grade and I was a gymnast, but I was in the gym working out with all the football players. And we have these, it's called the neck machine, where you can like take it and I got stuck in it. And it became the joke of the school. So I'm like, oh my God, people can actually laugh at me. This is kind of funny. So I kind of never let it really define who I was. So short story long, the premiere comes out like in January. First of all, we filmed last August. I couldn't talk about it for like 5 months, which sucked. So finally the teaser came out. I'm like, oh my God, look, I'm on a Vespa. How fun. I'm going to be famous. And then all this hate, like a tidal wave of just, they were putting my making me look like a meme, like a Mucinex. I mean, you name it. They were just going to town with Big Ed. And like my publicist is like, don't read the negative stuff. You just don't do it. So I stopped it. And then sooner or later, people started to go, hey, give this guy a chance and see what he has to say. Don't, body shaming. Why are you doing that? People started to write letters saying this guy's authentic. And then I started to get these heart punch. People, I got this letter from Zach on the East Coast. He's like, look, I think I have the same condition as you. I'm not sure. They call it KFS. Do you have this? It hurts for me to breathe because people make fun of me so much. And you're rubbing mayonnaise in your hair. You're like my hero. So what did I do?
What?
I hung up on him.
You son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch, right?
Yeah.
No, I read his letter online.
Oh,
dude. And now I get letters. I get emails like from South Africa, Russia. These people are going, look, I'm so proud of who you are because you're standing up to, and that's the coolest thing ever. In fact, I get like people like say all this crap about me online. They're like, you did this for the fame. I'm like, what? I go, name one thing I did on the show. Okay, name one thing that I did on the show that made myself look good. Go.
yeah.
Name one thing.
Right.
Name one thing that I did that actually helped me. Like, look, what you see on the show, which is so funny, is, and you can talk to all my friends. I mean, I was dancing on pool tables 12 years ago in a Nacho Libre costume. I have those pictures to prove it. So I've always like laughed at myself. I've always kind of, in a sort of weird way, just kind of loved myself. I don't care if people like me. I like who I am. And it just.
Ed, I want to just say something. We all get it. You don't think that I get comments, you fat chink, you're not funny. All that stuff, right? And I've been getting it for 20 fucking years.
Yeah,
and
but
you know what, dude? It doesn't fucking matter because let me say something, right? Right now, in terms of the internet, you're the guy.
But I don't believe how does that happen?
I don't know how it happens, but it happens. And the thing is this, Ed, is ride the fucking wave, baby, because you're killing it. Who gives a shit? When you were talking about to Rappaport, who's a friend of ours, you know what I mean? It's like, he loves you, I love you. I just, don't fuck those people.
What was that all about? He's on my, so I shop at Trader Joe's in Hillcrest, shout out. And I'm so sneaky. I'm like, So after I filmed the show, I'm like, hey, I think I want to be famous. So I started to leave my stickers like in the grocery store, like at the checkout. So everybody knew who I was, right? Before that show even came out. And then this one guy, I'm standing in line the other day, and he goes, oh my God, you're Big Ed from 90 Day. I'm like, oh my God, you watched the show. He's like, no. Well, now I do, but I'm a fan of Michael's. And when Michael saw you go live, I guess Michael freaked out. Like, I got to get on. We got to get on.
Yeah.
And then he comes on, just like you. You guys are so real. He was just like a person.
Yeah.
He's like, Ed, just like, you don't get it. I'm like, get what? Like, you don't know how huge you are. And just, but I never want to get the big head. I never want to take that on because that's just, I don't want to be that. I want to continue to be me. I want to inspire, people, and I want to be funny. Like,
dude, you are so fucking funny. I mean,
can I tell you what I just did?
What?
Okay, so don't laugh, but
I'm sorry.
About 4 years ago, I went and got my back waxed, and in San Diego, and right off of University North Park, and the girl was laughing at me. It hurt so bad. I couldn't feel my back for like 2 days. So I'm like, screw that. I'll never do that again. And one day I'm at Home Depot, right? And I see this like paint roller brush. I'm like, let me see. So I bought the paint roller brush, and then I bought a thing in there, and I put it up. I mean, come on, because I can do my chest. Look, I just did it, and I did my back too. Like, I mean, I can show you, and I can show you.
Wow. Tattoos too.
Dude, so listen. So then I buy the Nair, and I'm sitting in my bathroom. I'm like, oh shit, because it's not long enough. So I had to go back to the Home Depot, and I had to get a plunger stick and cut it down so I could screw it in. Now I can reach all areas of my back. You know, but that's I mean, mayonnaise and Nair.
You're a thinker.
In Home Depot, that's all you need.
Yeah. Now let me. I bet like.
Wait,
bet.
Is Taylor
go ahead.
writing this down? Are you writing this down or no?
No, I'm not. I'm memorizing it, baby. I'm Asian.
Hey, Big Ed.
No,
Big Ed, I have a question.
Go ahead.
When you traveled to the Philippines, did you go anywhere besides just Manila or Caloocan, or did you get to kind of see other islands as well?
Yeah, I wish we did a lot of traveling throughout, like Manila and kind of the surrounding areas, and then we only took one hopper to the island of Palawan. That was the only time that, and then, that was the only like kind of, you know, I mean, we got to, you know, we got to stay at the One World, I think the World Philippine Hotel, which was really, really nice. I got to drink Malbec every night, thank God.
Yeah.
I brought like 6 bottles in my suitcase, but because if I don't have my Malbec, I'm screwed.
And was that the first time you had ever gone to the Philippines, or do you have experience like traveling to like a third world country anywhere else in the world or Southeast Asia?
Honestly, you guys, so I used to be on a board in La Jolla. It's called Friends of Madre Berenice, and we would raise money to pay for shipping containers, and then we would get medical companies to donate used supplies, and we would ship them. We supported a hospital, an orphanage, and an AIDS clinic. So we would go down with like thousands of dollars in our money belt and hand it out to all these kids. So, but I got to shack up with the nuns. I got to sleep in the nice air conditioned area, and I couldn't go out at night. They locked us in at night, but that I'm telling you right now, that was a fourth world country at the time.
Yeah.
I could not. That doesn't even hold a candle to where Rose lives. That was.
Yeah, you know what?
Those scenes with you showering with her dad and seeing
and
the
the rat
were so fucking funny, dude.
And I will say, Ed, you know what? He's traveled with me to the Philippines on multiple occasions, and he's a baby. So I want to give you credit for even sticking it up.
I wouldn't have done what you did.
Honestly, that night I didn't think I was going to make it. I was crawling around. I don't even know what time it was. I found a Benadryl in my luggage. And I couldn't even find the water because the electricity went out. There was a kind of like a big storm. It's raining, like it's just like I'm under a shower head. And I had to use my own saliva just to swallow the thing. I probably got like an hour of sleep. I woke up, literally, I'm soaking wet, I'm sweat. And
you were like a POW.
Yeah, like whatever. And I'm like, and then I get up. And I'm like, okay, I just want to take a shower. And I didn't really know where the shower was.
Yeah.
And then we walked by the dad's room. He was going to stay with us actually that night.
Yeah.
We walked by his room, and I thought he was kidding. I want to bathe with you. I'm like, what? What do you mean, what? So then here we go. We're pouring buckets on our heads.
Yeah.
Standing there with a hose. Okay. Literally, like you can't make this shit up. You cannot.
Yeah, you know, this is what I was trying to explain to Bobby. So, like, communal bathing is a very big, it's sort of a very common thing for us. Like, even today, Bobby makes fun of me because when my family comes over, it's not unheard of that I shower with both my mom and my sister.
Yeah, like fucking lesbians, like lesbian witches, they shower together.
It's kind of like a nice way to bond.
But Khalyla, every time I tried to do that at church camp, I got yelled at. They looked at me like I was weird.
Yeah.
No, we all shower together right now. But seriously, when I saw that rat, I'm like, holy shit, here's the first thing I thought about was, because it was literally almost dead. And I'm like, did I sleep on that thing all night? That's what happened.
Yeah.
I want to
that
say
was-
also, Ed, that we adore you, but I also just want to give a lot of props to Rose. I know firsthand what it's like to grow up, and certain family members of mine that grew up in not very, how do I say, like, with great accommodations, very similar to Rose, actually. Yeah. Actually, my niece here, who's in the room, grew up in very similar circumstances in the Philippines. Yeah. And the fact that she was kind of thrust into this world with cameras and all of this, I really got to say that she is. I've watched other seasons of 90 Day before the 90 Days, and I haven't always been a fan of like how like younger Filipinas are portrayed. But I really like her, and I really commend her for kind of like standing her ground and going through that experience with you.
I do too. And listen, you won't see, you never will, and yet you never have seen one negative thing that I would say about her anywhere online. I would never, ever in a million years disrespect her in any way, nor did I ever intend to disrespect her or the country, the Philippines. That was probably one of the nicest countries. And I just got back from Japan, right, in April, where they're just super courteous. The people of, and that's why I love that culture, because they're just such a loving and caring and family oriented people. And it just, I think, I landed, a 23-hour flight. I had no sleep. It was like 100 degrees, the humidity. Like, if I don't sleep with air conditioning, I'm screwed. That's not like a makeup. I sleep, with an air conditioner on like 24/7. So literally I'm miserable though. I was just miserable the whole time. And I probably, like when you're in it, you're not really thinking about how you're being. And it's just, I respect her. She's a great mother, and I would never let anybody take that away from her. I mean,
oh, that's sweet, dude.
I mean, she feels a little bit differently. I'm sure, she's mad, and she said some things about me, but I will never, ever, you'll never hear another, you've never heard one, find it, or will you ever hear me say any disparaging. I won't complain about her other than, I look at her footage. I mean, look, I was in love with her. Like, people think I did this for the show. I mean,
that foot massage was a pure love, brother.
Did you have to bring that up?
Yeah, and then you guys did hooky that night, huh?
Yeah, no, well, first of all, I'm like massaging her legs, and look, you're from San Diego, right? Women laser their body, right? They laser the hair, so it just caught me off guard. I wasn't used to it, and so. But it's not. It wasn't what I was saying the whole time. It was just how I was saying it.
I'm not being facetious.
Okay.
I'm telling you that foot massage was dope as fuck. That's all.
Dude, women love foot massages.
They do.
Dude, it's the way.
I used to go to Tijuana and go to Adelitas, and they fucking used to do my feet.
When I came to the United States when I was 15, I came to the United States for the first time, and I remember specifically being humiliated for my unshaved legs. That was a thing that I just didn't know I ever had to do. It just wasn't a thing in the Philippines. So when I came here and I wore shorts for the first time, boys were like, "Why are you wearing shorts?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, what's happening? And they're like, that's gross. And I'm like, I didn't know that.
If you didn't shave your legs, what did your coochie look like?
Bushy as shit.
Like a jungle. Oh
Probably.
My God.
Oh my God. Now I don't mind that at all, but it's.
You like bushes?
Oh, I do. I really do.
I really do.
Wow.
I do love it.
Think of James Bond, like the 60s models. Those are yeah. I like it, but it's just. And then you saw the scene where, I give her lingerie, and I'm like, oh, by the way, because I'm worried about her breath, and I'm like, and I don't want to say
breath.
Oh yeah, she had really bad breath, so I didn't want to say, look, Rose, it makes you fresh, because she didn't know it. So I said, this will make your breath smell pretty.
You're right.
Oh, and then I thought she was telling me she loved me, but she ended up telling me that I was ugly. So I really apologize, because I really didn't, say things I think as PC as I should have, but I'm just telling you guys that this is who I mean, and I'm learning, but this is who I am. I wasn't acting. That's why. And then I come back and I go, why did I say that? Why did?
But you know what? I think that's what people don't realize. If we were to stick cameras in each one of anyone's homes at any given point in time, and if that was just the life that we were living, my God, we'd have 100 things a day that we would regret.
Yep.
I cringe even looking like we record this podcast once a week. But even when I look back and I have full control of what I say here and I edit stuff, I still cringe at the things that I do and say. And I regret a lot of the things that I said 100 episodes ago. It's inevitable.
Can I tell you why I believe you?
Why?
Because when I put a camera up in my neighbor's house, I'm like, oh my God, they would be so embarrassed.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, before we go, buddy, I want to say this. If you ever want to promote anything, come to TigerBelly. We're here for you.
I would love that, man. Thanks, man. I didn't know that, this was set up by my publicist. And when I saw you, I'm like, holy shit, I know that. I see you everywhere.
Oh, thank you. Ed, check out Big Ed on 90 Day Fiance Before the 90 Days airs Sunday nights on TLC.
Awesome.
Woo!
I love you guys. I love
Thank
you.
you. Thanks,
Bye,
Ed.
Teddy.
Bye, Teddy. I love you.
Bye, Danielle.
Love you too. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
That was great. What a great show. What a great episode.
All right, just us.
What are we at? What we're back. With
I
just
don't
us.
like that he said Rose had bad breath. Huh? Oh, there's a clip of it?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what did it smell like?
We can ask
Well,
her.
look,
Maybe he's not used to the smells. I'm used to
Look,
her
our
smells.
waters over there are not fluoridated, okay?
Yeah.
And we, sometimes, she probably doesn't have access to a dentist. Sometimes that could be, you could have a bad tooth. I get sensitive about that because she doesn't have the means and the access like the regular American. I don't understand why Americans with access have bad breath.
That's actually a good point.
That's like a big no-no for me. But if you're like, you know what I mean? Different world.
Yeah, I mean, he, I didn't realize that he was teased all his life.
You really?
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 I don't know.
You just learned that?
No, but what I'm saying is that
Good cover up.
you would think that he would be immune to it almost.
I think that he probably...
Right? I mean, you're so used to it that... Because there are things that, I have triggery things that people have said, I guess, all my life that I'm kind of used to that it doesn't really...
Like, what can someone say about your appearance that still hits you or
There's
is still
nothing,
a sore thing?
literally nothing about my appearance that can hurt me.
It's so weird. There are a lot of things about me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sensitive about stand-up. That's the only thing I'm sensitive about.
Wow. You're so lucky.
Yeah, but, but other than that, yeah, you can call me stupid. I think I am. You can call me, I have a big head. Maybe I probably, my body's misshapen. Yeah.
You know what?
I have
you
eyes.
have a good look.
Yeah,
you
I
have
like
a
the
memorable
vibe.
look.
I like my vibe.
The only thing, though, is with this whole mask wearing thing, where everyone is now, we're going to live in a world where we might have to wear a mask
Yeah,
for a
we've been
majority.
talking about this.
I'm fucked. I don't have pretty, doughy brown eyes. I have kind of like Asian cross-eyed. No, not Asian, but like smaller cross-eyed.
My magic is from the fucking nose down. So if we're always wearing a fucking mask,
Let's all
I'm
cover our
like
faces.
every other fat Asian guy.
Like,
Look at me.
The magic is here. Yeah. So
Oh,
from now
I'm
on,
not cute.
Yeah. That's why I never became a ninja. Just
That's a good
because of the mask thing. I won't look good in that thing.
you were about to, but then
I'm agile and I'm very silent.
I think that Gilbert has a good shot because he has
No,
nice,
dark
like
circles.
prominent.
Great
yeah, but
eyebrows.
that's nice. Gilbert, it's very.
Great eyebrows.
That's the only thing I have going for me is eyebrows, but my eyes are no good. I don't even have lashes.
Yeah.
I'm
Can I just say
fucked. I'm
something
never
really quick?
catching a dick for the rest of my life if he leaves me. If we live in a masked world, I'm fucked.
We're fucked, yeah. But
Dude,
you know what?
When we had Bretman Rock on, I was watching him move the whole time. I was like, holy shit, that could have been me in another life.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Sure. I was like,
Yeah.
is that
Yeah,
what
that
everyone
could have been
means?
you if you had the talent.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
He really is just it's
He's funny.
inside of him.
He's
I
really
think he
funny.
was born with that inside of him.
Yeah, he's just one of those guys that were born intrinsically likable and light and fancy.
Very.
I mean, that's what I have to say about him. How do we do on time here? Okay.
Is that a question?
Yeah.
Yeah, unhelpful advice, please.
Unhelpful Advice with Bobby and Khalyla.
Hey everybody, I wanted to reach out right now as if I had more time than ever over the last couple of months of quarantine to reflect and try to understand myself. One step I've taken is looking back at what I want to be versus who I currently am. I grew up in bumfuck Florida and moved to NYC to pursue comedy after doing improv, sketch, stand-up throughout college and finding it to be the most fulfilling experience in my life. However, after moving here, I had to find a full-time job to stay alive, and I've been a recruiter working 55 plus hours a week and coming out absolutely drained of life to the point I haven't done comedy in 2 years. The job pleases my parents immensely, but I know it's counterproductive to my personal happiness, and I feel I have no reason to be up here anymore if I'm not doing what I came here for. I know this is something everyone can relate to some extent, including Gilbert. What is your advice on speaking to your parents to essentially say, thank you for everything you've done for me, but I'm an adult and I have to live my own life, even if I fail? Just to be clear, my parents don't support me financially, and I wouldn't expect them to support me if I make the change either. Thanks, CJ.
I had a very similar conversation with my mom when I decided, she begged me to go to my nursing school graduation. I was like, no, my heart's not in it anymore. And I had decided that very early on in my nursing school, but I thought fuck it, let's just see this through, right? But the conversation I had with my mom was, let me crash and burn. I know it's really difficult for you to possibly see me crash and burn, but it's necessary for me. It's going to kind of inject that urgency to really go for what I want to go for. And even though, and she was like, well, what do you want to do? And I was still very unsure. I was going like this. I didn't have any answer for her. And all I said was, please give me this moment to possibly crash and burn and let me suffer. I don't want your help financially. I don't want anyone's help financially. Just let me do it. And she held her breath. She closed her eyes and crossed her fingers and, had a little faith in me. And, it turned out okay. And that's ultimately all you can really say to your parents and hope that they allow you that.
There's just a need. I've always had a need to do it. There was never anything else that I was gonna do, and I'd rather be poor and hungry and starving than not do it. I mean, it's like there was no other option for me. I just put everything into this basket. So, I know that everyone that I know that's successful at it has that mentality. It's just like, I'm just gonna do it until I make it. And people make it. It's you're making it in your eyes may not, you might not achieve every single one of your dreams, like becoming a gigantic movie star or whatnot. But, when I started stand-up, did podcasts exist? No. But it is now an intricate part of my career, right? Podcasting. All I know is that it's still, even though it wasn't like something that I dreamt about, podcasting, it fits under the umbrella of the dream, because it feeds into the stand-up aspects of it. It also feeds into, acting parts, the little that I get, so, it's either do it or not. We also, that thing that we talked about with Bretman about doing the Filipino variety show, talent show that I want to do, that's a real thing that Khalyla and I are going to both attempt to produce. And
awesome.
They're not things that they may or may not happen, but we're going to give it our all, and we're going to go through the necessary steps to make it happen. The point is that, I haven't arrived at the ultimate goal. I mean, I'm never going to get there, right? But to this young man that is working at this day job, is he in New York or LA?
New York,
He's
I
in
think.
New York, right? If my suggestion to you is to take a risk, because unfortunately, as you get older, it becomes harder to do. It's like, I know dudes, I don't want to name people's names, but I know guys that I started doing stand-up with, and then they left and they started a family and they moved to North Carolina. I promise you this, that 20 years later, they come back. I know a guy that comes back every year and does 1 week of open mic just to see. Right? He's an insurance guy and he has a house in North Carolina. He's got kids, but he comes back just to see if he can make it. And I always tell him, don't ever come back again.
I have something to add to that though. I think that while you do want to take a risk, you should also do a very honest self-assessment, and you should take the critique of others, and you should do what do you say when someone goes into your home and then they give you the value of your home? What do you call that? An appraisal. You should do an honest appraisal of yourself, because there are a lot of people who want to do something but who just have Dunning-Kruger effect and don't want to admit to themselves that they just don't have the talent, they just don't have it, right? So do an honest appraisal and take a calculated risk. Don't take a blind risk. Don't just say, fuck it and go.
I have a quote. A life not self-examined is a life not worth living. Good night.
Thank you so much. TigerBelly, everyone.
Thanks for listening.
What an episode. What do we got, Gilbert?
Was not ready for that. Hey, George. Well, George, as always, we got to thank our sponsors first, right? Manscaped, Postmates, BetterHelp. It's spring cleaning, baby, and your balls, well, thank you. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code SLEPT at manscaped.com.
Anything you need, anytime you need it, Postmate it. Download the Postmates and app and save with code BELLY.
BetterHelp wants you to start living a happier life today. Special offer for TigerBelly listeners. Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/belly. Patreon alert, George. Tell me about it.
Hey, a lot of you guys have been asking for more content, and the Patreon is back at patreon.com/TigerBelly. We have the long-awaited Philippines vlog. That's up right now.
Finally, nice. George, I watched it. Very funny. Love that you enjoyed that kiss a lot from a man.
Softest lips I've kissed in my life. Up until that point. Let's go with that.
There you go. Marriage can last forever.
More vlogs coming up. Yeah. Lots of other stuff. Gilbert and I were went live with you last week. I think we're going to bring Khalyla live this week. Oh, wait. That was the weirdest live, but we're going to get better at the live streaming.
Yeah.
Gilbert had a great story about he talked a whole of his side of things when he went up and did stand up in front of 500 people.
First time.
And then it was right after that I noticed we were not actually live. We were just chatting with ourselves for 20 minutes.
Me, George, and our friendly guest from Spain, just talking to each other.
Andres, the Fancy Bee, if you...
Fancy Bee. But yeah, guys, we have a lot of stuff on Patreon.
Bad friends.
It's different. You got a lot of cool content coming your way, like George said. So yeah, head over there if you want to join.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody who's stuck with us after this brief hiatus. And if anybody hasn't been on there and is curious, you can sign up for free. So check it out at patreon.com/TigerBelly.
Guys, once again, get your questions on TigerBelly by emailing us at adviceunhelpful@gmail.com. We're looking for interesting, unusual, non-typical problems, and we need your help as much as you want ours. Once again, that is adviceunhelpful@gmail.com. And once again, we are doing our meme contest. So, guys, plenty of content on this episode to make some great memes. I mean, we had Bretman Rock, we had Big Ed, we had George Kimmel, huge star in the Michigan. So many funny moments today, so many interesting topics. So give us your memes. Remember to hashtag the meme, TigerBelly meme, so you're a chance to win a little gift bag. George, anything else you'd like to say?
Nah, that was I'm worn out after that episode. It was a good one.
A lot of people. A lot of other cool guys coming our way. So guys, thank you for sharing your suggestions. Those were picked from iTunes comments, those people. So make sure you go to iTunes, leave us a comment, give us a 5-star review, give us some suggestions for guests.
5-star review on iTunes? Oh yeah, iTunes, yeah.
Okay, try to call me out. Yeah, he was wrong. Yeah. Yet he was wrong this whole time. I love you, George. Anyways, thank you guys for listening today. You can follow us at TigerBelly on Instagram, the TigerBelly on Twitter. You can follow George at
George_Kimmel.
Bobby at
Bobby Lee Live.
Khalyla at
Calamity K.
Jules at come on, man, it's your other show, damn
friend
it.
Rudy. Well, I always think of Bad Girl Riri, so it's because like that's a pretty famous Instagram.
Oh, I don't follow hip hop culture like that, like you closely.
Yeah.
Anyways, you can also follow Big Ed at Gilbert. We love you guys so much. Have a good night.